Oh, isn't this cute? It's my digital pet in mixed reality for taking little breaks from whatever it is that I'm doing. And you know what? This is my game, which I'm releasing for free so you can try it too. Why am I doing this? Well, it came after hours a day of work in my VR headset when I felt kind of lonely. I thought it would be awesome to have like a small cute pet keeping me company while working or watching movies. For those that don't know, I'm a former software developer turned full-time YouTube creator, but since I still love development, I've always dreamed of combining the two jobs by making my own VR game. Being a software developer is quite different though compared with game development, so I needed some help to get it off the ground. And when Fiverr reached out to support the channel by sponsoring this video, thanks to them, I saw the perfect opportunity to bring this dream to life. So I hired someone on Fiverr to get this game idea off the ground, but stipulated that they would need to send me the full build afterwards. By doing so, I have the ability to build it out on my own and learn more about XR game development. Good day everybody, Cas here, and today I wanted to share the game prototype result coupled with what it was like working with freelancers from Fiverr, and you know, it was pretty surprising, some future plans for this game. So let's talk about that. Join me beyond reality. And here we are. Keep in mind, this is a tech demo, so it only has some basic features as I want to build it out myself in the future. But maybe you recognize this little creature because I was inspired by two things. First, he's based on a game I grew up with called Ragnarok Online, and in that game there were these cute little creatures called porrings. You can probably see the resemblance now, but a 3D design wasn't enough for me. I wanted a fun companion that felt alive, something to give me a quick break from work without pulling me away too much. So to bring it to life, I wanted to add some interactivity, and for that I drew inspiration from the Tamagotchis. Who remember those? Let me know in the comments below. Those were the tiny digital pets from the 90s that you could feed, play with, and take care of on a keychain device. So I wanted to bring that nostalgic charm into today's world using mixed reality. Since I mostly use the Vision Pro for work, I decided we should develop for that platform first. Maybe one day we'll be able to port it to Quest 3. I know this is a big dream, I don't know if I can do it, but I think it will be a fun side project for me. At this point, I hadn't even hired a developer yet, but I learned a lot already just by looking for someone on Fiverr. That was my first challenge, finding the right people. When we started this project, the headset had just came out, so there weren't many Vision Pro developers. Surprisingly though, I still found a few. On Fiverr, you can chat with freelancers before hiring them, and through these chats, I quickly realized I needed more than just a developer. I knew I needed a 3D designer, but I didn't know I also needed a rigger and an animator too, so I needed 4 separate people. This meant rethinking my budget and stretching it a bit. And some developers asked for detailed design documents which I hadn't written yet. Luckily, I have some experience writing technical requirements and making UI mockups, so I got to work on that. And thanks to AI nowadays, coming up with ideas is easier than ever. Gotta love it. Interestingly, some Fiverr freelancers didn't ask for design documents and agreed to the project just by reading a brief description. To me, that seemed a bit overconfident, so it actually helped me identify those with the right experience. Eventually, I found a freelancer who was actually a team that could handle everything in-house. They had the Fiverr Pro label, which meant they were vetted for their quality and expertise. After checking reviews and doing a video call with them, I decided to go with them. So shout out to Futuristic on Fiverr. Now the real challenges began. I had my key requirements written down, including interactive features like feeding, petting, and playing using hand tracking. I also wanted the creature to have environmental awareness, so it could move around the room and sit on furniture. That's how I thought it would feel more alive. However, we hit a roadblock with the Vision Pro's limitations. The headset has 2 modes, shared space and full space. In shared space, you can multitask, but in full space, you can only use one app at a time. Since I wanted the creature to be there while I did other things, it needed to be built in shared space. Unfortunately, in shared space, the creature could not be aware of its environment and would be confined to an invisible square. So I had to weigh the pros and cons and scrap some key features. I decided it was more important for it to work in shared space since it was meant to be a work buddy. We faced more challenges along the way, like getting the 3D design and animations right. Like I wanted the creature to show emotions like happiness, sadness and curiosity, but the first designs looked a bit creepy. But after many revisions, we finally got it pretty good. Let me show you. Isn't it cute? So when I'm doing work, I have this little cutie pie now who is keeping me company. And as you can see, it's not very happy right now. So there's a menu here that you can tap or use your gestures, of course, like this. And then we can see it hunger, thirst, happiness. You can see it's very hungry. So let's get some fruit out, give it to him. Now it's becoming a little bit more happy. Hunger is going up. Yeah, it loves healthy fruits. Let me see. It's almost full. I can adjust this later. Like right now it's going a little bit fast or pretty slow actually. Let me move it. I can also just go a little bit close by, then that's it. But I see it's also thirsty, so let's grab some drinks out. Put this little straw. Well, let me move it a little bit. Put this little straw here. And now it's drinking the water and its thirst is going up. But now it's still not very happy, so let's play with him. Let's spawn some bubbles. First I had the idea to do a little ball, but these bubbles are super cute, especially since it's now confined in this square, you know. But I'm pretty happy about this. Remember, it is still very basic features because I'm gonna build it out later. But you can see now it's happy. Now it's happy, little baby. As you can see, there's some occlusion built in. Porings are transparent originally, so as you can see, it is a little transparent. It's so cute when I touch it though. And I also asked the developer to add the full space environment. And now we're in the full screen mode. And this means I cannot multitask anything, but at least the environmental awareness works. So it will move to the surfaces it can detect, like this for example, and move over there. If I want it to be next to me, it will be. But yeah, as I told you before, I need to go to shared space to multitask with other apps. But at least here we can enlarge it, you know. Here we can use other apps as well together. For example, just grab a random window, display it here. Now can I multitask while chilling with my little creature. I should probably implement it that the menu can go off as well, but you know, I think it's very cute. I am really happy about the results so far. As you can hear, I added some sound effects as well. Originally, I did not think about that in sound effects, but I noticed that it makes him so much more lifelike when there's sound effects. And also, this touch, it responds to it. There's a little animation when I touch it. I think that makes it feel more alive, doesn't it? So cute. Well, I hope you got the gist of it. I would love to hear what you think about it. Oh, while you're watching this video, don't forget to leave a like for support. It helps us a lot. Remember, this app is still very basic, but I'm already really happy with it. At first, I was a little skeptical about using Fiverr for this project, but I was positively surprised. Yes, there were moments where I was a bit disappointed, like when the developer didn't seem to know about the Vision Pro limitations even after sending them my technical requirements, which I think they should have known before I hired them. Sometimes they delivered the buggy versions that needed many revisions, and the project was supposed to last only 2 months, divided into 4 milestones, but it ended up taking about 4 months due to these roadblocks. However, the developer was very accommodating. They agreed to everything I asked and handled a lot of feedback professionally. Despite the amount of revisions, they stayed committed and professional. This was my first serious project on Fiverr, and I'm impressed with the quality of work I received for my budget of about $4,000. What's really neat is that Fiverr provides all the collaboration tools you need. For example, I used the chat feature to communicate and provided feedback directly on the site. Fiverr also recently added new features like an AI assistant to help you find freelancers by talking to it naturally. They've introduced hourly rates for longer-term jobs with the same freelancers, and you can even hire project managers now to assemble your dream team. Fiverr and these updates can save you a lot of time, so now I've done it, I can vouch for them. So if you're looking to build something but lack time or resources, I think this is a great option. I've put a link below if you're interested. In my case, I learned so much from doing this even before developing myself. In a game, every little feature and interaction takes so much work and time, which has made me respect game developers even more. And I think this experience, and as I build it out in the future, will help me review games better on this channel. So hopefully that's a win-win for everyone. As for my future plans for this game, I received the complete build so I can expand it as a side project, and I'm dreaming a little bit here, but I would really love to add more interactions and like a point system for earning rewards, like customization for the pet. Eventually I would love it if it can also grow, and maybe at the end, I can even port it to the meta quests. Would you be interested in following my journey, maybe even a couple of live streams, and I could take your suggestions? Let me know in the comments. And if you own the Vision Pro, you can try it out for free using the test flight link below. I would love to hear what you think. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a like as it supports a lot. I've got some very exciting stuff coming up, like I'm going to Meta Connect again with Chary, so we're gonna be covering the event live, so subscribe if you don't want to miss anything.